The Nigerian government says political elites in the country have a duty in the interest of the economic well-being of citizens to ensure that elections and electoral dispute resolution processes are free, fair, and credible. The Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who disclosed this in Abuja at the 14th edition of the Leadership Annual Conference and Awards, said it was the least the elite could offer their nations and the continent. He said the elite need to support the primary objective of government to tackle the enormous challenge faced in providing the people education, jobs, and healthcare.
Daily struggles for food, for shelter, for clothing are bigger than any other matters. Certainly, bread and butter trumps everything else. So in our democracy, where we have today over 200 million people, 90 million of who require education and job opportunities, those are under the age of 30, and all others requiring healthcare, infrastructure, and social service, the enormity of the challenges are stark.
Vice President Osinbajo, who also noted that the prospects for disruption of the economy are even greater where elections produce governments that are not credible, said another test of the credibility of Nigerians' electoral contest in the integrity of the umpire and the electoral courts.
Where the umpire is perceived as unfair, there is potential for trouble. Where the courts are perceived as arbitrary, as whimsical, or acting in contradiction to established precedents, there's an almost commensurate loss of confidence by the electorate. The political elite in Nigeria have a duty in the interest of the economic well-being of our citizens, and of course in the overall interest of our people who we claim to represent.
We have to agree that critical development efforts cannot succeed without a legitimate and democratically elected government that is responsive and accountable to its citizens and to the investor community.
Some resource persons also spoke on other sundry issues.
We as leadership felt compelled to lend our voice to efforts to reverse this downward trend, which is often triggered by a number of factors, not least of which is dissatisfaction, disaffection with party politics, and very bitterly contested electoral outcomes.
Africans must be very careful about the interference of their election and their electoral processes by foreign powers.
I'm proud to be recognized today alongside each and every one of the awardees, as I'm convinced that my modest achievements will ride on the coattails of their great accomplishments.
High point of the occasion was the conferment of the Leadership Award of Excellence to people from all walks of life who have distinguished themselves in their various endeavors. CNN News.